Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Far better is it to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to rank with those timid souls who neither enjoy much nor suffer much. The only man who never makes a mistake is the man who never does anything. In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing is the wrong thing. The worst thing you can do is nothing. Courage is not having the strength to go on. It is going on when you don't have the strength. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. When you're at the end of your rope, tie a knot and hold on. The most important single ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people. A man who is good enough to shed his blood for his country is good enough to be given a square deal afterward. No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. The best executive is the one who has sense enough to pick good men to do what he wants done, and self-restraint enough to keep from meddling with them while they do it. Character in the long run is the decisive factor in the life of an individual and of nations alike. I am a part of everything that I have read. To educate a person in the mind, but not in morals, is to educate a menace to society. Big jobs usually go to the men who prove their ability to outgrow small ones. Let us rather run the risk of wearing out than rusting out. The joy in life is his who has the heart to demand it. Old age is like everything else. To make a success of it, you've got to start young. Order without liberty and liberty without order are equally destructive. Don't hit at all if it is honorably possible to avoid hitting, but never hit soft. Courtesy is as much a mark of a gentleman as courage. With self-discipline, most anything is possible. 9/10 of wisdom is being wise in time. The things that will destroy America are prosperity at any price, peace at any price, safety first instead of duty first, and love of soft living. If you could kick the person in the pants responsible for most of your trouble, you wouldn't sit for a month. Freedom from effort in the present merely means that there has been effort stored up in the past. The boy who is going to make a great man must not make up his mind merely to overcome 1,000 obstacles, but to win in spite of 1,000 repulses and defeats. It is not often that a man can make opportunities for himself, but he can put himself in such shape that when or if the opportunities come, he is ready. No man is worth his salt who is not ready at all times to risk his body, to risk his well-being, to risk his life in a great cause. The government is us. We are the government, you and I. There has never yet been a man in our history who led a life of ease, whose name is worth remembering. I put myself in the way of things happening, and they happened. We despise the man who abstains from work altogether, yet does not respect the man who works too much. The human body has two ends on it, one to create with and one to sit on. Sometimes people get their ends reversed. Great thoughts speak only to the thoughtful mind, but great actions speak to all mankind. No man needs sympathy because he has to work, because he has a burden to carry. Far and away, the best prize that life offers is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. The only time you really live fully is from 30 to 60. The young are slaves to dreams, the old servants of regrets. Rhetoric is a poor substitute for action, and we have trusted only rhetoric. Ours is a government of liberty by, through, and under the law. No man is above it, and no man is below it. The worst of all fears is the fear of living. It is better to be faithful than famous. Aggressive fighting for the right is the noblest sport the world affords. A stream cannot rise higher than its source. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood. It is better to be a faithful worker than a famous idler. Do not let selfish men or greedy interests skin your country of its beauty, its riches, or its romance. In life, as in a football game, the principle to follow is hit the line hard.